In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your doorbell chime. There could be a lot of reasons why your doorbell stopped working if that's why you're replacing it, whether it's your doorbell button or if it's the transformer at your panel. If you've determined that it is your chime or you just want to do an upgrade, well, I hope this video helps. But before we get into replacing it, let's talk about the new chime that I got. This is a Newhouse hardware chime. And I made sure to read reviews on it, and it looked good, especially because I have a video doorbell, and people were saying that this does work with it because some chimes aren't compatible, just as a note. So to take this cover off, I'm gonna, you see these tabs right here, kind of pull these tabs back like this, and there's 4 of them, one right here too, and then this should pop out, and right here you have your mounting hardware, and then you have these straps that are kind of holding everything together. And just as a note right here, it says, caution, must use 16 VAC 10 VA transformer. And if you don't know what that means, you can look right here and see that this is a transformer. They're typically located on the side of your panel like this. They are sometimes buried in the wall, but hopefully that is not the case. And somewhere on it, it will have those ratings. Right here, it says this one is 16 volts at 30 VA output. So this one is gonna work. And while you're here, you can go in and turn the breaker off. This is low voltage, but it's always a good idea. And just so you know, if you have to upgrade your transformer, I do have a video on that, and I'll leave a link in the description over to it. So now we can replace this. Most covers you can just pull right off. They're just clipped in. And I happen to have this little thing that you may or may not have. That's for my video doorbell, so we'll reinstall that afterwards. So right here on your chime, you're gonna see rear, trans, and front, or you should. So this goes to the rear doorbell, this goes to the transformer, and this goes to the front. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull these wires out and label them so I don't mix them up. Now that these are all labeled, we can start taking them off. Get this off. Right here I have these wires tied together. I'm not sure if that wire nut's going to fit through here, but we'll see. And then we can remove this. There's a screw at the top and a screw on the bottom. I'm going to get it stuck. That wire nut's not going to fit. So I'm going to take it off. And we'll actually put that right back on so we don't forget. We'll take our hardware out and we can cut these, get those out of there. So this right here is personal preference. You can put this wherever you want if it works out where this is where the wires come through. And if you want to just put it where they come through, that's fine. I would like to hit a stud. It'll make things a little easier. So I know that there's a stud right here. So if I move this over to where that is, this will also be center and cover up most of where the old bell was. But I need to make kind of like a channel right here to get these wires over. See, there's a stud right there. Yeah, just have to do a little bit. Take my new doorbell chime and just feed these wires in. The wire nut will fit in this one. Get this where I want it. Again, where it's covering up most of where the old one went. I'm going to take a little torpedo level, and luckily you can adjust. This is where the screws go right here, so you will be able to adjust. I'll make a mark right here in the center of that. Over here, and down here, here. Now I'm going to take a drill bit that is slightly smaller than the anchors they have and pre-drill in the wall, just on this side where I'm not going to hit a stud. Now I can put those anchors in. Put one screw in here to start. And then on the other side, right where my mark is, I'm going to finish tightening these with a hand screwdriver, just so I don't go too much. So now you can see front, trans, and rear. So we just put these back where they need to be. So I'll do the transformer first, loosen this, and if you have to strip these wires, if they're messed up, you can do that. And as a tip, you want the curl to be the way that you're gonna tighten this. So if anything, this gets tighter around here and doesn't loosen it up. If you went this way, it would loosen the wire up. So I'm gonna do it like that. Try and curl this wire under that screw a little bit, like that. Before I tighten that all the way, I'm just gonna add this here. You might be able to skip this step. And just make it tight. Don't go too crazy. This one is the front. Curl that wire around. And rear. Now we have to try and tuck this stuff in so that it doesn't touch the bars and muffle the sound. Probably push the wires back a little bit here. And we're gonna wanna find a place to put this. See if we can just tuck it up in here. Okay, that should be good. Once we put the cover on, we should be able to just snap it into place. There we go. Then we can test to make sure it works. Obviously, I can't hear anything, but somebody's inside. They'll let me know. That is how you would replace your doorbell chime. And it does work for my rear doorbell, but my video doorbell, which is on my front door, it's not working. So I think I have to replace that. It has been acting up, but I can't 100% confirm that this will work for every video doorbell. But if you did have to replace the chime, this process will work. Thanks for watching. Hope it helps.